person. Okay. So I guess a misconception that we see is confidence relates to boldness. When we think of confidence, we're thinking of these loud, outgoing, outrageous people. And I'm here to tell you that's not the truth. You can have confidence and be this shy, introverted person. You can be a calm, quiet, maybe even a withdrawn person and be so confident in who you are. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be bold. You don't need to be full of swearing and carrying on or taking these really big, risky actions in order to be confident. And I want to share a bit of a story with you to really drum this in. And first, I want you to let me know in the comments if you relate more to this shy, introverted person. And I also want to offer a different perspective. I want to offer or invite you to let go of this narrative that you're a shy, introverted person. That can be the case, but you can also be this other person. And what I mean by that is you might see me as this person now. Like I will post some dancing videos on my Instagram stories. I'm here doing a a video for you. I'm posting videos on YouTube. I'm showing up daily on Instagram. You see that version of me. However, that wasn't always the case. I was the shy, introverted, withdrawn person. I couldn't talk to strangers if it saved me. I used to dread with my partner at the time. I used to dread it because he was a social person, socializing or going to birthday parties because what if there was someone there that I didn't know? If he would go off and leave me to talk to someone else, I would be filled with anxiety because I didn't know how to start conversations. I didn't know how to keep conversations going with strangers. I was constantly worried about what was everyone thinking about me. And that followed me for years. For over 20 years, I struggled with social anxiety, normal anxiety, panic attacks. I was crippled with self-doubt, with insecurities for basically my whole entire life. And something, now that you see me posting videos of me dancing, the fun fact about that is the very first time I ever danced in my whole entire life, sober or not sober, was when I was 30. I wouldn't even go to a club with friends to dance because I couldn't get out of my head. It was too embarrassing. I couldn't ever put myself into a position where people would notice me. Okay. And I hid behind the fact that I was this shy, introverted person. I wanted to be left alone. And I held myself back in a lot of ways. And I thought when I was wanting to create this different life for myself, when I hit rock bottom and I was like, no, I want this kind of life. I want to live like her. I want to be like her. I thought I had to be how they're showing up. I wanted their confidence. I was like, oh, I have to swear more. I have to do this more. I have to look like this. I have to dress like this. And I was kind of molding myself into how all these confident people are showing up. And what actually happened is I actually felt less confident because I wasn't being true to myself. I wasn't being who I am. Okay. So if you do relate to being a shy, introverted person, own it. The way you boost your confidence as a more withdrawn person, maybe you're more empathetic, you have more empathy, you struggle with your emotions, you prefer to just be by yourself and have some downtimes, reading a book, going on walks, living in a cave, doing yoga. Maybe you only want a couple of friends and you just really want to spend time with your family. All of that is okay. You don't need to look like anyone else. You don't need to be like anyone else. You don't need to live anyone else's life if it doesn't feel good to you. Okay. And the way you do this really shortly, okay, is by knowing who the fuck you are, by being so unwavering in your self-belief, in your worth, knowing who you are, embodying your worth, and knowing and giving yourself permission to be confident in who you are today, in this moment, in the life that you want to live, while being an introverted person. And I follow so many people that are introverts, people, but you wouldn't know it because of what they do behind the scenes. So you get to be a confident but calm and soft, mellow person. Okay. You don't even have to be on social media. I have this love-hate relationship. Sometimes I just want to be living off the grid of social media, just living my life. I really struggle with doing Instagram stories because I don't take videos and photos of my life because I'm just in the moment. I'm not someone that actually really wants to promote every section of my life. I don't really want to share it for the world to see. I just love to live in the present moment, just being an everyday mum, living the simple life. And that is me, and that is okay. And I don't take photos, I don't take videos because I'm just doing whatever with my family half the time, when I'm not busy being a mum. I do enjoy doing my energy work, reading a book, going on walks, having little slow dance parties with myself. And people don't need to see that. But this is the lesson I want to teach you, okay? So even though I come from a background of being a shy, introverted person, wouldn't talk to a stranger, even if you paid me, I was severely bullied for a number of years. I was in so many unhealthy, toxic relationships. I've been cheated on. I've had so many friends decide to ghost me, not want to be friends with me anymore. Anything that could happen that could kill your self-esteem, kill any confidence that you had, has happened to me. And then when I started studying NLP, when I did my NLP masters, that program was a life changer for me because I did things that I never thought would be possible for me. For instance, there was an exercise where I had to get up and rap in front of a group. Now, I'm tone deaf. I can't sing to save me. I can't even sing nursery rhymes in June. Like, I just sound off. Like, you do not want to hear. I've got kids when I'm singing in the car that tell me to shut up because I just can't sing. And here I am, crippled with anxiety. I've never felt confident a day in my life. At the age of, I was either 28 or 29, I had to get up with no warning and do this made up. It wasn't even, I had to make up my own rap and rap in front of a group of strangers, basically. And then we did speaking segments where I had to get up and do a speaking section in the stage. But the reason why that program was a life changer for me is because it taught me what I was capable of doing. So often, as a shy, introverted person, we hide behind the labels that we've labeled ourselves. We're shy, we're introverted, we're not that kind of person, and we keep in our little bubble. But confidence happens from practicing confidence. Do you need to be speaking on stage? No. Do you need to be doing a rap, song? No. Have I ever rapped since that day? No. Have I ever sung for strangers since that day? No. A lot of those exercises I did that got me out of my comfort zone, that had me literally wanting to be my pants, I've never done. But it taught me a valuable lesson. It taught me that I am braver than I give myself credit for. I get to be a shy, introverted person, but I get to practice confidence. And with confidence, I'm doing things that make me so damn happy. That week, doing those, confidence practices, things that I have never done in my life, was the happiest week I've ever been. I've never felt so free and alive and happy. And it was all sober. It was completely sober. And it was just for me choosing to live without filter. And to me, that is truly what confidence is. Confidence is choosing to practice confidence daily, to practicing living without filter, practicing of being courageous, doing things that you've never done before, allowing yourself to be out of your comfort zone. So I know that, and I want to wrap up soon to keep this short and digestible for you, but I really wanted to drum in that the way you can boost your confidence as a shy, introverted person is one, how can you get out of your comfort zone? What can you do today that you've never done before? How can you practice putting yourself out there? You don't need to be loud. You don't need to be bold. You just need to know who you are. You need to be confident, and confidence isn't about how you are showing up. It's who you are being. How can you choose to put boundaries? Confidence is about creating boundaries in your life to make sure you continue being the best version of yourself. Confidence in knowing what you deserve and what you are worth. Confidence in knowing who the fuck you are. Who are you? What do you like? What don't you like? What do you need? What are your needs? What do you like? What do you dislike? What kind of life do you want to live? What makes you happy? What brings you pleasure? These are all the little things that you need to know in order to be confident in who you are. Confidence in making decisions daily that will allow you to live the life that you actually want to live. So often we are stuck living a life that everyone else is living or everyone else expected us to live. I mean, we hide behind all these labels, such as I'm this kind of person. That's not for me. That's not for me. This is the kind of life I get to live, etc. I mean, hiding behind all these beliefs that we've created, all these stories. And therefore, we start to live someone else's life. And then we wonder why we feel like crap. We wonder why we don't feel good. We wonder why we're just surviving through life. And confidence is the practice or the art of choosing and deciding who you get to be, deciding who you get to continue living life as, continue deciding the kind of life that you get to live. And you get to live whatever life you want, regardless if you're a shy, introverted person. Guess what? You get to be an introverted person and live your best life. Being an introverted person means you already know what you need in order to be your best self. You need more downtime. You need more quiet time. You need more time to recharge yourself. That's great. You're already halfway there. You already know half of what you need. And then the other half is, how can I just own it now? And I believe you can be shy and confident. I'm a very shy person now. Put me into a room of people I don't know. It's going to take me a minute to warm up and feel the room and put myself out there. In fact, I probably will wait for someone else to make the first move, depending on the situation. I still call myself a shy person, even though I teach confidence, because that's just I don't even really resonate. Like saying that out loud, I'm like, oh my God, that's just a story I've been telling myself. I don't believe anyone's a shy person. I believe the shyness comes from lack of confidence. And it's normally tied with an introverted person. An introverted person, one of the symptoms or side effects, whatever word you want to use, is normally shyness. But shyness is very much related to lack of confidence. So learning and practicing confidence, that shyness will go away. And just to wrap it up, this weekend was last weekend, just coming out of Christmas shutdown period. I took, me and my partner took the kids on a holiday. And something that was really mind-blowing for me, like even with family members, so they live 6 hours away, so I've only seen them a couple of times, lots of cousins, different culture. And I remember the very first couple of times I went down there, I basically shut down. I was by myself. I was constantly like projecting all my frustration on my partner. I'd get so cranky at him. Why do you leave me all the time? You're always with your family. You left me alone. And I used to hate going there because he would go off talking to all of his family members, and I was always stuck in a corner with the kids and feeling like, I was by myself. I was lonely, like that shy person. And then just reflecting on this holiday, I just went down there and I was this complete different person. They were kind of like my family. I spoke up when I wanted to. I disagreed when I needed to disagree. I put myself into the conversation instead of waiting for the conversation to come to me. Instead of getting cranky at my partner for leaving me to mingle, I put myself into situations to mingle. There was so much laughter, fun. There was deep conversations happening with people that I've only met a couple of times. The kids were having a ball, and I truly just felt free. And I felt and that's to me what confidence is, feeling free to be who you are. Like I come from a different culture, and sometimes, it's just like, oh my God, they're different to me. And it's kind of like, are they judging me, etc. And just reflecting on this last week, there was no fear of judgment. There was no fear on what are they thinking of me? Do they like me? Can I say this? Can I say that? Can I do this? It was just me being me unapologetically. And to me, that is confidence. And that's where you'll experience more joy and freedom and love and peace. And so I just want to end with that with, can you break up with the story that you're a shy person? You might be introverted, but shy is a story, okay? And boosting your confidence by just being so grounded in who you are, what you need, what you desire, and grounded or confident in the kind of life that you're creating for your staff. Okay. And of course, I'm going to be going deep into this in my upcoming confidence workshop. So make sure you check the description, sign up for that so we can go much deeper. And for more weekly confidence tips, tricks, stories, etc., make sure you subscribe. And I will see you next time, beautiful.